Okay, everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to beat this game, and then well, I shouldn't say and then we're going to play something else, because that implies that I will be continuing to do that today. But, yeah, today's been an exhausting day. In fact, it's been an exhausting couple of days because of some issues with things getting paid for due to PayPal being kind of a dickhead. And yeah, so also this game is exhausting, so I'm looking forward to taking a bit of a break. Yeah, there's that too, Lears, you fucking asshole. How dare you? I'm not even that mad, actually. I'm playing it up. It's a bit, as it usually is. Ah, I see, Lan. It's clobbering time, is it? Or it's clobbering time! At 12,389 feet, you might think that's a very specific number. Yeah, it's Mount Fuji. Literally, Dr. Regal's base is in the crater of Mount Fuji. This guy is the biggest stereotype of a cackling comic book villain that you possibly could be. Like, damn, nobody here should be surprised about anything. I mean, in-game. Probably not in chat either. What? I can't hear you over the... I can't hear the background music over the helicopter. It's pretty severe. Okay, Colonel, you're absolutely not actually waiting in the chopper, by the way, dude. What? I can't hear you over the sound of the helicopter in the background. That didn't let me hear the background music fade out for this supposedly emotional moment. I also like how Lan was just like, yeah, okay, whatever, to Dex. It's like, well, net battle when you get back. Buddy, I'll be net battled out by then, surely. Again, remember, this ain't this kid's first rodeo.
The Legend of Zelda, Episode 3, Moldorm has the high ground.
Hey, wow, the bot knows how to pronounce Moldorm. Thank you for those 100 bits. I mean, if you want, sure. I see everybody's already, like, kind of ginning each other up for some shit here. Kind of impressive. Oh, he thumped. Yeah, I did get the thing that you sent me. Thank you. And admittedly, yeah, I would think the back entrance would be guarded too. Well, okay, if these guys were sensible, which, to be fair, we are talking about Regal and his friends here, so there's a fair bit of ground to cover. Yeah, that's the back entrance. Ah, yes, they're pumping hot lava out of the thing for geothermal energy. That's, again, this is supposed to be a dormant volcano. I'm sure this is a good idea. By the way, I like these guns that didn't shoot us down at all. I think we saw those earlier and I didn't say it, but Okay. Those exist, alright. Hixby is clearly trying a little too hard. Ah, yes, the secret door? You mean this incredibly secret door? Yeah, sure. Ooh, there's a jack-in point there. That is not the one I was thinking of, but let's take it anyway. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, what else do we got here? Got HP memory. That's pretty nice. We love more maximum HPs. Interesting that they've got the marina out here with no water panels to its name. That's a choice, all right. Oh, that must still be on. Well, I mean, it's all the same enemies we've seen before, but also I'll turn it off. I'll be dignified about the whole thing. Oh, the music suddenly just died as part of the cutscene. Okay. Hey, he gave us a Giga Chip, which we've had one for a while, technically, but that is our first story Giga Chip, is he gives us the Cross Divide, which it shoots an X-shaped attack down a row, and it's C-code, which is kind of good. I think this is hopefully 2 hits on its center, but I could be wrong about that, so don't necessarily take my word for it as, you know, don't take that as gospel or anything, which would be a very funny joke in a different Mega Man Battle Network game. Oh, I don't remember if I knew that offhand or not, but neat. We got some pretty interesting stuff in C-Code. That C-Code may eventually become a folder that I use later because, again, depending on a lot of other stuff, Cosmo Man can do some funny stuff, but that would be more in the post-game. Oh yeah, there's a jack-in part on this board, which The game wants to call it a BBS. This is clearly just a physical, like, electric message board, so, yeah. I see this, side entrance didn't really take us very far, did it? And hey, another jack-in point, like, literally right here. They're so, like, compacted together here. It's a little bit funny, actually. Yay, we got Dark Circle. So we've got all of the dark chips. That's a really annoying enemy to face, but oh well. Yeah, that's the only thing that's in here as far as I know. There might be other interesting enemies. We'll take a look. If they ever want to show up. Yeah, not very impressive enemies, but I think we've mostly, like, run through the retinue of monsters in the game in general, really, so, yeah. Everybody's calling her Lady Pride now. It sounds a little bit silly. Dingo is just really spoiling for a fight. I feel real silly every time and by silly I mean, you know, not in a very positive way, to put it nicely. Anyway, yeah, I had a little bit of cash recently, so in addition to picking up a minor computer upgrade, I also ordered a headset because it was a style of headset that I wanted for a little while, and B, I noticed kind of what I sounded like recording into OBS recently, and I was a little about it. But it's either Bluetooth or using a single cable for headphones and microphone of the, like, 3-pole type of 3.5mm jack variety. So I done fucked up. Also, wow, I think we managed to dodge the Dark Soul using that attack that I forgot the name of, dodging Life Sword. Anyway, yeah, I need to remember to order an adapter for that, because otherwise the microphone does not function while it's plugged into the headphone jack, because yeah, my computer is kind of, I guess the jack is a little too old for that sort of thing. Okay, yeah, remember that it's the big shoulder buttons to switch. that does a ton of damage because we actually managed to kill that satellite at that much HP. Wow, Nightman, you are extremely good at fighting, huh, buddy? Oh, nice. They animated that. I'm pretty happy about that. That's a good little bit of visual stuff here. Ooh, we do have some new enemies here. And by new enemies, I mean, we've seen the advanced forms of these flashy guys before. But that was in a special battle, so... Okay, yeah, he will come forward if we let him. They drop volts. I think that's our first of those chips that we've gotten. Nope. No. Remember to shoulder button to switch. Big shoulder button, rather. What I guess is technically called the trigger button if you're using, you know what I'm talking about, if you're on, like, an Xbox controller or something. Nice. Ah, crunch papers. I really wish I could just like scan the area for where things are. Very funny that that damaged me that long after it disappeared, but alright, game, sure. Whatever you say. Oh, nice. That was twice 80 damage. I forgot that the crack bomb is that much damage. All right. So yeah, as you can probably guess, by the way, the gimmick of this level requires you to how do I words this in English properly? You have to stand on these buttons with characters with the correct color pattern. So for example, Mega Man couldn't hit the purple switch even if he tried, even if it weren't for that gun battery. Whereas Nightman cannot deal with the blue switches because he's not blue. Alright. Yep, we reclosed the gate. We hear a confirmed sound for some reason, because at this point, why not, really? Perfect. I let the thing spawn right on top of the drill. And it all worked out nicely. Okay, I actually just need to go through here. Never mind. This is much simpler than it looks, for once. Oh, if you wanted to stay right there, buddy, I would have been all for it. Oh well. Ooh, hey, green data. 620 zennies, what a strange amount. This isn't an ideal way to get the solution here, but it does do a triple delete very handily. And hey, different code. Neat. Alright, so that opens the door. Do I have to keep sending you out here for more of this? Yeah, I guess so. Alright. I got a feeling these sections are going to be really long. You know, not to be that person, but actually, like, I was thinking about it because I was looking at how the draws go for our PAs and stuff, and it does kind of remind me of Balatro a little bit in a way. Yeah, I know, there's me looking at some random thing and being like, oh yes, this is exactly like my new hyperfixation. But I mean, it is kind of like, hey, yeah, look at me trying to set up this flush or something. And weighing whether or not it's a good idea, a reasonable risk to throw away extras. I don't know, I feel that the idea has merit, or at least is not horrible. There's a lot of enemies in here, and we are admittedly being, like, very careless about all of them. So we're taking a ton of damage. We're taking far more than we realistically should. But let nobody ever accuse me of being a clever fellow. At least not about this. Oh, you're doing that. All right. And hey, we haven't seen any HP rewards this entire game, I don't think. Oh, for fuck's sakes. We have to come back over here with Mega Man to pick that up. Wow, fucking rude. Nice. That was pure luck, actually, but I'm not going to complain about it. Oh man, we get to see this again. We get to skip it this time, because I don't feel like watching it anymore. It's getting a little repetitive here. Let's run. I don't want to deal with this. I hate Dominards so much. They are just the worst kind of enemy. I dealt with them as Nightman because, yeah. Whoosh. Alright, gang. Here we go. This is where our second part of the refights comes in. Where now we have to fight the Nebula Navis in order. Most of them are going to be in their alpha form. There's going to be some that will be in their default form. I think Cosmo Man, for example, is default Cosmo Man. Go! Now, as per usual, you know how we deal with our problems around here. Classy. It's not over yet. Not yet, Snake. As he says it in a Hank Hill voice, I bet. Uh-oh. Excuse me. He's giving us the suck. A black hole to the dark galaxy. A what? Oh, he's trying to be cool, but he's throwing out, like, space stuff. You know, they all use a bunch of, like, space references and metaphors for their kind of thing. But instead of in, like, a hippy-dippy kind of way or anything like that, or even attempt at being cool, they're just kind of jerks. They just kind of suck. And Nightman is going to cover for us. Nightman laying down his own life so that way we can escape. God, I can only imagine, because, like, a lot of that AI voice stuff is very hit and miss, as you can imagine, but also, yeah, that is absolutely something that I would avoid. I've heard, maybe it's mostly because any of my experience with AI voice memes is quite a bit older, but I tended to think that all of them tended to sound like kinda a little bit choppy. Anyway. Yeah, legitimately kind of a little bit of a sad moment, all considered. You know, Nightman laying down his life for the betterment of the mission. And yeah, we're going to slowly start losing our entire party as we go. Oh, okay, so he thinks that he's just gonna stop us because, yeah. Now, unfortunately, they don't want to give us any sort of action pose for the fact that Dark just showed up out of nowhere, and by Dark, I mean his name is Dusk, sorry. That Dusk just showed up out of nowhere. And however he dealt with this guy, there was an explosion. So he didn't just punch him in the gut or something, but also his body is still there. So Who even can say, right? But yeah, as you can tell, this dungeon is sort of like a very big final exam between the liberation mission gimmick where you're operating other navies, and B, remembering what sort of things they dealt with in the overworld in order to get us to those liberation missions. Now, thankfully, this one at least starts out pretty straightforward. I hope some of these are shorter than the Nightman one, because otherwise this could get to be a little bit on the irritating side. Not horrible. I mean, playing this seems reasonably fun. I guess some of it will probably depend heavily on the quality of the level design. Ah, rip. If I had been a little bit more attentive, I could have got that thing what was on the back row with my Lance chip. But instead, I played it badly. Neat. So yeah, as you can see here, gasp. As ShadeMan just clears out the same obstacle we've seen from him before. I'm curious if that's going to be, like, how long of a running theme this is going to be. Do we have to do it three times for him, just like the previous run? God, I hope not, because that's quite lengthy, if so. I mean, again, I could pull up maps. Oh, hey! One last new enemy for the road here. We've got Applees. They are apple viruses. They're actually, like, apparently meant to literally be like worms and apples that just have a funny look to them. While they're in their shells, they cannot be hurt except by fire attacks. And also, when you kill them, they will freeze time and they will heal up another virus on the field. I know we've gotten some of the red fruit chips, but I've never used them up to this point. In fact, we can go take a look in the chip library just for fun. Probably going to be pretty deep in there. Yeah. Hit apple for plus 300 HP. If the opponent hits that, they get the 300 HP. If you hit it, you get the 300 HP. So, very high risk, very high reward. Ah, fuck you, game. I see you've decided to partake of some jerkery today. Other versions of the red fruit chip, they don't just restore more HP or anything. I forget what version 3 does. Version 2 gives you a free full synchro. So, quite powerful, but again, it's a bit of a gamble because your enemies can steal it from you. And especially if you're in PvP, well, you're gonna want to stay the fuck away from that because that would be quite a problem. Right, these guys are, like, actually wood element, right? Yeah. Ah, shh. Pretty strong charge attack, by the way. I'm pretty sure that was doing 100 damage per shuriken. That's pretty good. ShadeMan, you are coming along decently into being like an actual offensive presence, which I kind of admire. Useless color points. And split up, and yay. Yay, 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 yay. Oil body, hooray. We don't have any of those at this point yet. Another thing to skip, because we're going to see this multiple times, I'm sure. I shouldn't be surprised, and truth be told, I would hesitate to call myself surprised here, but... yeah. Can you get out of the front row? There we go. Nice. That worked out shockingly well. And yeah, those are definitely enemies that I don't care if I get the chip on, because they're so irritating for me with my current setup. Especially if I don't just draw good right away. Well, that busting level got ruined pretty quickly, but I don't think I was expecting to get good level out of it. Hey, Retro, how you doing? We're in the last dungeon, and it's looking to be a quite long one. Especially if I draw, like, absolute crap like this. Yeah? Oh, I see. Yeah, so you must be coming along pretty decently in the story in 14. That's definitely, yeah, that's definitely a boss that takes some getting used to. We're skipping out on this fight because, like, just why? Why is this fight here? It's rough. That one has ice floors, right? I hate that. Like, it just always is a pain in the butt. No? Then I'm... Huh. I must be, Oh, right. I haven't been in Great Google Library in a outside of... I haven't been in Google Library in a synced setting. There we go. We'll phrase it that way. In quite a while. So I don't really remember what kind of, like, real mechanics those fights have outside of the one where you have to push the one guy off of the book. Right, yeah. It sounds very much like you had some extremely bad setups of how certain attacks were like ordered, basically. Yeah, and that can be a big problem. One fight, minor Dawn Trail spoilers, but I'll say that the second boss fight of the level 95 dungeon is very similar in that you just don't have time to figure out where you're supposed to go for those attacks. And I got hit by one of those moves every time. So I think I came out of that fight with 4 vuln stacks. I still lived, but it was pretty gross. So yeah, I know that feeling, that's for sure. What class do I play? I play Red Mage, mostly. I play a couple others here and there, but Red Mage is far and away my main. Yeah, I see ShadeMan wants to help us out, but unfortunately, ShadeMan is going to black hole ShadeMan here, so a pity. Red Mage is not that hard at all, in my opinion. Compared to Summoner or Machinist, easier than Machinist because Machinist has a couple of phases occasionally, especially when you're doing Wildfire, where it's like you want to hit as many buttons as possible as fast as possible. And there's a little bit less pressure on that for Red Mage, so you're not doing like this really tight-ass cycle of your Gauss round and the other one, the AoE Gauss round, basically. For that. Compared to Summoner, maybe a little bit harder than Summoner, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Red Mage has a pretty simple thing where it's like you basically charge your meters by going Jolt and then Ver Thunder, followed by Jolt and Ver Stone, or whatever the names of the attacks are. I think it's Verero, pardon me. Yeah, and you do your Jolt to prepare a double cast, and then you do your big one that boosts your black meter, and then you do the one that boosts your white. You know, you do Jolt, and then either the black or the white spell, Jolt, then the opposite spell, and you just go back and forth between those two until your meters get to an area where they're at both over or over 50. Yeah, so basically what I tend to do is when I get there, I apply Wildfire and I'm doing my Gauss round and my the one that's an off global cooldown that's also but that's an AoE that's kind of similar. That's also a number of charges, and Heat Blast, and go through all that with the meter. If I try to optimize total number of shots, that's a little bit rough. If you don't go for pure optimization, then it's a lot simpler. At that point, Machinist is probably a little easier than Red Mage, but Red Mage is still quite simple. With Red Mage, once you get your meters both over to over 50, but while they're unbalanced is when you want to do your melee combo, and then you go into either Verflare or Verholy and a couple of extra spells. You choose to do them when they're off balance because then you have a better... you will be guaranteed to be Verfire or Verstone ready. Which will get you started with better damage and everything. Yeah, okay, that would probably work. Again, I try to push way harder. Things get a little bit interesting with higher levels of machinists because you have not drill, you have air anchor and you have chainsaw, and those boost your automatons meter. So you want to also like time those out sometimes, or just hold back on using them until you summon your automatons, so that way your big attack does more damage. I think that's still how that part of it works. Oh, he hits me through invincibility with that. You, sir, are a total butt. If I die to this, I'm gonna be a little bit embarrassed, really. Yes, this is ShadeMan. I'm trying to do a little bit of math here, as to whether or not I should take Color Point here. Yeah, we're gonna... Okay, so we're gonna unite into Tomahawk Soul, and that's going to give us some grass to play with, which is excellent. And do that. And meteors. It should be good enough, really. He's being, like, really aggro today, actually. Alright, go up here. That works. It doesn't work well, but it works. And yeah, by the way, you can see that they absolutely nerfed the ability to recover at 1 HP, at low HP rather, to absolute wreck. Wait a second. Okay. Hold the bill. I need to go look something up. I'm pretty sure I was still at above 1 HP there, game. Yeah, it doesn't say if there's a limit on that in here. Does he have an uninstall attack that I didn't know about? Because, I mean, that could have happened, but also I wouldn't have known about it. Yeah, no, he does not appear to have an attack that causes an uninstall effect, so... Hey, guess what? We should save more often, because, yeah, we just got kicked back to the beginning of the scenario because I'm stupid and I didn't fucking save. I'm very confused there because, by all accounts... That shouldn't have killed me. That should have just put me down to 1 because I was still at above 1 HP. And yeah, yeah. Hey, do I have enough money for Phoenix yet? No. Anyway, more importantly, we're turning Buster Max mode on because, hey, this is part of the dungeon we've already played. We're just gonna dunk on it real quick. And I'm gonna have to go back through this a couple of jack-in points here and pick up the Dark Circle and all that other stuff again. All right, yeah, I mean it is kind of late. I didn't even think about it, but yeah, I did end up getting caught up in a thing before I started here, and like I said, I tested a headset and it turned out that I need to grab an adapter for it. I hope it sounds good though once I do grab that adapter. But we'll find out when I actually get there. So yeah. Anyway, now we pop open the maps for these areas in order to expedite the ones that we've beaten already. Just the ones that we've beaten already, not the whole thing. Because yeah, I'm still a little bit, yeah, I'm still a little bit salty. I'm not hesitating to admit it, because, like, I think it's fair this time. Or something. And absolutely not. We're not fighting that. I don't care, game. These are the worst enemies in the entire game. That's right. You're thinking of Wind Waker. I could have just mashed B through that, but I didn't for some reason. Yeah, I mean, he's pretty small, all right? I can't get away from this. That hurts my feelings a little bit, but thankfully, these guys have shitty enough attack patterns that we can deal with it. Hooray! See, they become a lot easier when you're not surrounded. When the game isn't jerking you around for no good reason. Interestingly, I feel like I've encountered several groups here that technically would be harder, but I could run away from. Yes, good. I will say this, the headset that I purchased is a pink one with cat ears, so that'll be pretty good. as soon as it is a thing I can use properly with the adapter and stuff. And again, hopefully the sound quality is pretty good on the mic, because, yeah. I wouldn't be using it for recording my YouTube content, but for streaming and for, like, calls and stuff, why not? Slowly turns myself into a VTuber before I actually finish a VTuber design or anything like that. I wonder if I can, like, get to, you know, affirming surgery or stuff like that before that. I'm kidding. This is a... This one's part of a bit, but also... Oh, see, now they won't let me run for this one. Right. Oops. I stepped back too early. I was ready for it, but I was too ready, you know? You mentioned that yesterday, too. And to be fair, I understand why. Oh, yeah, skip the cutscene. Oh, nuts. There we go. Don't forget to go back and pick this up real quick. Yeah. Alright, now it seems like as good a time as any to save, because we have that. In fact, that's right, I can do this from inside the game. Duh. I swear I know this. Monday? Oh. Anyway, yeah, there we go. We got a mark on our title screen. Dark completed. Yeah, did I say yesterday? I thought I said last time, but whatever. You said it recently is the important point. Yeah, I guess last time is not technically true because I streamed twice on Monday because, you know, tornado. Again, thankfully, none of us were hurt by the tornado. The whole storm front seemed to have, like, skipped over us, really. A tornado touched down in a nearby town, or at least it sure looked like it did from what people were saying. And then, spinning cloud formations were spotted several towns over on the other side of the county compared to, yeah. Well, it's okay if you fell asleep fast. I mean, it was late. I can't really blame anybody for that, and I mean, I can hardly blame people for not even watching my content and stuff, but I digress. Also, I like that this guy says, Lan, have a go at it, instead of, you know, anything like, Lan, it's your turn, or anything like that. It reminds me of the sniper in TF2 and how, like, one of his lines when he'd start a match, let's have a go at it! And this, you know, the professionals have standards, and I mean, Dusk is literally a professional assassin, so, yeah. Well, that's fair. We'll try and keep it from being too long past that tonight, I guess. And likely fail miserably in the process. I'll probably job to like a really embarrassing boss fight at some point here. Oh, you. Pick that up. This fight isn't very good, so... Okay, yeah, this is the part where we start going sideways. Yeah, you want to hit the ninjoys from not the same row, otherwise they'll try to jump at you. And just to, just to nip that one in the bud, we'll do things the way we did it there. I don't know why I took this fight, because ShadeMan only has the 1 damage per attack, and with no super armor, he still takes massive losses to his busting rank. I guess we could use the cash. So, regardless. Alright. Oh, I wanted to save before that. Oops. Okay, gang, should we turn Buster Max mode off for this and give ShadeMan a little bit of dignity? Or should I just stomp him into the dirt? I mean, to be fair, game is kind of giving stomp his ass into the fucking dirt anyway. With this sort of hand. He doesn't deserve dignity. Dignity? Alright. Well... that's how little dignity he gets. 2 shots and he's dead. Nebula Gray. Wow, we finally learned the phrase that has to do with the plot here, eh? Meanwhile, let's turn this off now because we're finally into actual content. All right. Well, he seems shockingly unflustered, which, you know what? I admire that in him. Let's go all the way to the bottom here because I got something special in store for this next section here. If I can figure out where to fit the damn thing. Oh, I don't need this ice seed anymore. I haven't for a while. Alright, I was gonna say check the middle console here. Yes, I am trying to. But, like, guys? Do I have to try talking to the... No. Okay, well... There we go. Apparently I was on the wrong sub-pixel or something. Yeah, Dingo, I think that's just the ungodly amount of no-dos that you've taken finally kicking in. Like, I'm talking an entire, like, case of that stuff. Alright, well, Tomahawk Man's ready to fight. That's good. Unfortunately, this is blocked, so... That thing just kind of looks like something that Numberman deals with. So I'm just gonna assume. Meanwhile, this door looks like it's made out of wood. That's probably a little bit more Tomahawk Man speed. As opposed to the weird numeric keypad thing. If that's a blue door up there, that's definitely Mega Man's territory. Alright, teal doors for Tomahawk Man. I'm gonna guess green doors for Number Man. But we'll find out in a moment or two. Or 12. I don't like these as a group of enemies that we've got to deal with here. Personally. Ah, good. I was worried that this was getting a little too easy. At the very least, Numberman's Dice Bomb seems to do really good damage. Alright, and we are keyed in. Yeah, green doors, that'll be Numberman's specialty for sure. They're putting, like, so many of these gates in front of these things. It's kind of a little ridiculous. Our best choice? No, actually, that's not our best choice. Ah, crap papers. Let's do this, because this is way too much damage, really. Alright, so that'll be Tomahawk Man going up next. It's not quite that much, but it is a lot of damage. As Phil Swift once put it, that's a lot of damage. So I'm guessing we just go this way because... yeah. I assumed the other way at first and it turned out to be right. Which shocks even me a little bit, actually, but... Nice! That is a strong charge shot with over 80 damage there. Jeez. Well, 80 damage minimum, I should say. That's still pretty good. Red Wave. I did not want to do that. I want to inspect... I can't pause while I'm someone else. Well, shit. I guess we're gonna have to wait until we actually get somewhere, right? Oh, I screwed up. I was a little too late. Well, so much for the easy fight. Ow! Yeah, 80 damage on that charge shot is really good. Unfortunately, less really good was my play in dealing with those things. Alright, so... Higsby doesn't have a whole lot of places he can go right now, I don't think. Yeah, so I think we're sending Mega Man out here to do some things. But I am gonna go pick this up. Especially because now that I've gotten that ship, I'm sure that that's an upgrade of some kind. Okay, yeah. Red Wave shoots the fire wave out of a lava square, which is a bit of a pain in the ass because setting those up is not as simple as a lot of the other stuff that we have as options for some of the others. Like Wave Pit is dirt easy, but that, not so much. Well, that was very glitchy looking and very funny. Oh. Oops. Sure. I was so far away from that when the animation ended. Those things just act weird. Okay, Buster up. And yeah, that was a health upgrade. This is a place where just using the Buster would probably be better, because... I mean, yeah, we got a lot of bones to deal with, but, again, chip attacks don't really cut the mustard here because of reasons. That's not such a great fight. I think we try to skip that in the future, because... Mostly because of that blinder, really. That seems like a bit of an issue. Okay, so that's... Oh, I see. I was gonna say, one of those is the one over by Higsby. Or, pardon me. Well, no, what I was going to say is that that's the one over by Tomahawk Man, but no, it was the... One of them was... The other was the one by Higsby. I'm sorry, my ability to talk is just kind of absolutely fizzled out. Oh, that's some good timing. That has to have been on like one of the last frames that was allowed. Oops. Getting one. Neat. I don't think we have that. Had that, rather. So that's cool. Extremely free. We'll take the money for that. Alright, yeah, and you can see a little bit there that we're going to have to open both these doors. Oh, there's a GMD down there. I should probably grab that. I can afford to get into a fight, I think. 310 HP with Number Man, I feel confident. I should feel less confident. These guys suck an entire egg all onto themselves. Well, it sounds like you were right, so... Well, not only does it sound like you were right, rather, but it sounds like people know it. So, I mean, hey. Good job the destruction of the knowledge machine on the internet hasn't completely, ruined away certain important facts about classic video games, huh? Like, I use the term classic in the loosest sense of the concept, to be fair. Shouldn't that be they because it's multiple doors game? Whatever, you didn't want to write it the second text string. I get it. Ah, yes, we've been hearing that name a lot. Can you explain that? A dark star in the center of the dark galaxy. Like I said, they're trying a little bit too hard with this whole deal. Somebody's about to have a terrible time. Well, I preemptively laugh about the concept. Alright, we'll do that. Clear out the clouds. And, I'm paralyzed. Oh, jeez, I don't remember if we showed off his, like, death hand thing that he's got going on there the first time, but I don't fucking remember, because that was months ago, I'm pretty sure. Literally. Like I said, this game has been exhausting, plus I've gotten sick, plus I decided to slow things down here and there and do OOT randos and a bunch of other crap. You know, it's been a bit of a mess when it comes to me actually getting things done with this game. Oh, geez. That was a high-risk maneuver, all right. I could probably have died for that. It's not over yet, Snake. Yeah, for once he's not doing the suicide bombing attack. He's just summoning the black holes to suck up our suck up our allies here. Mega Man, don't turn your back on that guy. I almost kind of admire the fact that Cloudman is just such a completely mean-spirited needle dick of a boss here. Like, just as a character, he's got so many annoying gimmicks. He's just a huge jerk. And all he does is just kick Mega Man while he's down repeatedly, so yeah. Hey, I didn't necessarily say that those descriptions don't completely apply to me, because at times I sort of am a bit of a jerk, but listen. I mean, yeah, that's fair enough. Excuse me. Alright, well, it looks like it's just us here. We gotta go rattle the bars of our cage a little bit here. Oh hey, it looks like the last two of our partners are here to help finish things off for us. Heck yeah, it looks like they found the back way around. Gee, I hope you guys found the break room. I could probably use a snack, you know? I bet these guys don't have, like, jack diddly shit in the way of anything good, though. Nebula is probably horribly underfunded or something. All right, gang, it's almost time, everybody. Save. Because I don't know what's here, I might die to a really nasty fight in like 2 seconds. let's explore. Ooh, they're giving us the EX versions of the Apple viruses already. Wow. Alright. Area grab. Well, so much for that full synchro, huh? That lot of good that did us. What's that? Only 70 damage on our charge shot here? I'll be honest with you, I don't think I need Darklance in the folder anymore, but it might prove to still be kind of good. Because I do remember a little bit about the final boss. The final boss of this game is kind of rough in terms of like the gimmicks and stuff. No biggie. Yeah. I don't know why Colonel's floor switch there is purple, but alright. You do you, guys. Meanwhile, Toadman is only 400 HP. That blows. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm also not a terrible fan of what this hand has to offer us, but we will try nevertheless. Oh, that went very well, actually. Toadman's charge does good damage. Yeah, 100 for the warp punch. I mean, it's slower than it really needs to be, but hey, I'll take it. Anyway, yeah, the reason why I didn't go forward is because we're blocked to start with. This should probably not surprise you. I did that shockingly well, all considered. I moved way too much to get a decent rank and took too long. Oh well. As Colonel himself says, no biggie. No biggie. I want to try to walk away from this. Yeah. Yo, we got a sub-memory. Nice. I don't know how many of those we have. Wait, was that typoed? I think that said it's showtime. Not even it's showtime. I guess we're gonna be rewatching that cutscene again when we inevitably have to do that again here. Oh, shit, we're blocked again. Well. But the design here is quite simple. You've seen this little, like, overpass here. We're handing it off, basically, between the sections here. I don't need to do that. That's not a useful use of my resources. Oh yeah, I saw the door at the end there, I think. No, I didn't. Oh, I spoiled the fact that I'm using... Give a shit, really. Ah, dodge that. Charge attack is 70 damage with Colonel's Screen Divide, which... I mean, that sounds okay, because it's like a good ranged attack type of sword, but also... Really, that just feels awful. Yeah, especially when this happens. Oh my god, can you like shoot fewer of these bubbles, please, dude? How many of these do you need? Why are you firing that? That's disgusting. That's absolutely abhorrent. That's so much shit to dodge. I'd like to leave this fight, please. Yes. Oh yeah, that's where the sub-memory was. We got that already. And yeah, I'm gonna show this one every time too, because I do love No Biggie. We've discovered the feelings of Colonel when the guy on the MP3 player program rolls up. Oh Jesus! I actually suddenly realized, hey, I was gonna make a joke here. I don't know offhand the names of any of the Notorious B.I.G.'s songs, so I can't quite do a joke about like, oh yeah, Shuffle brought you whatever. Especially not any of his hits. Like, I think he had one called Hypnotize that was not a hit, and I think I've heard that before. But, you're asking the wrong person when it comes to rap music. I am not an expert at all. And goodness knows, even if I knew all that much, I'd be like, you should defer your questions to somebody else, because there are definitely people who know that far better than I do. Oh god. Oh, this is a really, really shitty fight to be, to have no chips on, because, yeah. Everything here is just distracting our Toad Punch, or whatever. I think it might literally be called Toad Punch, which is incredibly silly if so. Nice. That worked perfectly, though. Unfortunately, the game decided that we have to take this fight, so I'm like super duper happy about that. Oh boy. Rough stuff. Yeah, this is just a massive typo sitting here in the middle of the text. It apostrophe space a showtime. It could be it's showtime, it could be it's a showtime. It's hard to tell. Saying it's a showtime would be very silly, but it's not necessarily wrong. Just slightly, you know? Anyway, we're gonna save. We're actually very, very close here. I remember this part without the map because basically the factory computers, at least the last few, end with the guys in super easy positions to get sucked up. And let's try to be done as quickly as possible with Colonel, because, yeah. Oh, God. I'm getting looped around in the bone over and over. I'm getting taken to the bone zone. Get up. There we go. Okay. Mash start. Alright, here we go. It's Cosmo Man time. Like I said, I believe Cosmo Man is in his regular form. But yeah, Cosmo Man is out here getting absolutely incredibly angry about this. You know what, Colonel? It's a valiant effort. You proved one of your talents. And Toadman is hustling, but unfortunately makes no ground there. Very sad. Alright. Hurt me more! Wait, sorry. That's the wrong line he said. I love the fact that he did not, like, animate for stepping towards us. And by stepping, I mean floating towards us. Which, I mean, sure, he floats. It's his prerogative. Oh, hey, he is Cosmo Man Alpha. Wow. It's his prerogative, but also I'm just sort of picturing him just literally T-posing now as a consequence, you know? You cannot do that to me. That's just a gift, right? Yeah, he's getting a little aggro with the hula hoops. Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah. That's the good stuff. That's his desperation move. I believe it's called Cosmo Prison, and I think that actually kind of rules. Like, okay, it's real stupid. Like, oh yeah, he does this attack pattern, and it's like the same one that you've seen a million times before. It's just needlessly tighter. And in fact, it's literally almost the same as his other attack there, but still, kind of rules. I'm okay with that. Ah, yes, he said roar. It means I love you in Dinosaur. Or something. That's an old bit. Sir, you have, like, actual lava in this room full of computers. This seems like a bad idea. Hour? I don't really think it's your theory anymore, but, you know. I digress. He's still trying to do the, like, humans are actually evil at heart kind of thing, so. Usually that would mean get out, land, but I digress. So wait, are we underneath the room with the weird lava in it? I was gonna say, where is it? Let me jack in. Where's the sub-pixel? And there it is. It's on the side. It's on the other side, rather. Oh, I can't get that. Dang. You know what? Yeah, let's have some more drill action here. Good enough. Good enough. We don't really need to try too hard with these fights. Hey, you. A big yellow one. That's really not specific. Also, yes, Mega Man just... It's Guts Man! Oh, they got sucked. Check the middle chip case. Gotcha. Alright, well, that guy died, just like that guard in the alley in Ocarina of Time. Yay, we got those, because I think that's important to do. Alright, well that was quite loud of a door opening up there, so now for sure he knows that he's on borrowed time here. At least something like that. Oh hey, it's the whole gang is behind us. I see Dusk figured out how to get back to the main routes. Yeah, ruh-roh, Scoobert. Don't fuck up. Alright, save, because here's the point of no return. Yep. Radio waves are jamming our save function. Something something, come Star Force, that's really funny. Yep. Alright. Oh, the gang is just all come in here to be like, hey, yeah, we'll carry them out for you. Fair enough. But again, I gotta ask, we're this close to fucking magma. Then again, it's a video game. Convection isn't real anyway, so yeah. Oh no, he's actually doing it. Oh no. Welcome to the world of Weird Grid. Ah, yes, everybody is dealing with emotions that they have never felt before for some reason. Okay, so apparently neodymium metal protects you from soul melding. Okay, sure. Sure, Jan, whatever you say. Again, far from the weirdest thing that's happened here. Yeah, he's out here mocking us with his CD and acting like he's too cool for us. Come on. Come on, Dr. Regal. We're not that young. Actually, I'm pretty sure Lan is if this was taking place in present day. But I digress. Alright, let's kick this guy's ass again for not the first time. Excuse me. Oh hey, we're getting a couple of extra fights before we get here, and they're flashy EXs and otherwise all shit that we've seen before. Oh, really? I've had the worst luck with that timing out at like the worst possible time in this. I would almost think it was programmed to do that, in fact. Uh-oh. Who likes cutscenes? Yeah, well, you look funny or something. Sorry. Yeah, you're not on fire. You're just surrounded by 4 orbs. That'll be ShadeMan. And then there's this guy. But since we're here, I guess everybody just emerges from dark space to deal with everyone. That works. On the one hand, I enjoy how Blizzard Man is so pathetic that these goofballs can take him out, but also, wow, he really requires all 3 of their effort to do this. Then again, Glide is absolutely worthless, right? Glide can barely be considered a character, frankly. Alright, the ball's disappeared. Let's go. Let's go! Let's get into some more garbage fights. Let's go! Easy. Tragically, we're not going to be able to keep the extra chips and money that we make from that when we beat the game. But oh well. If I fail this once, I will switch over to Buster Max mode. Just to speed things up. But yeah. Yeah, okay, Dr. Regal, whatever you say. Just absolutely making things up about all of this, and And yeah, that's right. Dark chips are powered by human skin flakes, I guess. I don't know. Sure, buddy. Whatever you say. You absolute clown show. Ah, here comes some more balls. That's right, I hope you like balls. That thing is absolutely ridiculous looking. Not as ridiculous as the anger impact attack, which I don't think we saw out of Duo, but pretty close. Oh hey, we can still cast Unison during this. Good. That will make my life significantly funnier whenever I get to it. Alright, now... area grab. Doesn't work. Crap. Yeah, as you can see, the little target that we're aiming for there just sort of revolves. And he hit us with that somehow. Oh god, can you like stop doing attacks that last a million years? And let me just do some Darklands action, buddy. Holy fuck, do you mind? Do you mind, sir? I guess they really didn't want this to be a viable strategy, huh? And fair enough. More to them for that, because it probably shouldn't be, but also... sheesh! Let me have something here. Alright, boost that. Oh, fuck off with the lightning ball. Come on. I know that attack pattern can do dark, that animation can do Dark Sword. He goes off screen during that. Sheesh. I didn't realize. I'm an idiot. I can't Dark Unison because I'm injured. I can't unite at all, actually. Also, yes, by the way, another boss with no floor under him. Oh shit, he's got Dark Meteor as one of his others. That's kind of impressive. I'm gonna give this another real shot, by the way. Instead of just Buster Maxing straight through it, because yeah, we could kill him in 5 shots, but again, let's give that an actual shot because I did not realize the mechanics of the fight. I've seen this fight before. I've never played it. I have seen, and I was pretty sure that the orb went through the back row, but I guess it only just barely does, so yeah, this is gonna be kind of a mess. Let's see if we can't not suck at this time. Oh, that went terribly. I should probably just be running from these fights, really. I should have enough max HP to pull it off now! And before the game still would disagree, but, yeah. We get a full heal before the final boss, right? Yeah, this thing is just propping up the exact last second. Are you kidding me? Why you gotta be like that, game? Now you're just being rude about it. Yeah, we don't get a full heal here. I'm stupid. Oh, that's scary, because that comes out so fast. Wow, that jumped fast in terms of the diagonal jumps on that attack are ridiculously fast. Anyway, yeah, that's really about all this guy has. He has a desperation attack where he'll just shoot a bunch of hands at you. And I have seen him use Dark Sword in... It might only have been in Team Proto Man content, though, but I'm pretty sure that he has Dark Sword as an option from his Dark Chip. Well, surely it wouldn't be based on which styles are in this game, right? Because he used a Lightning Ball on us, too, which is for Magnet Chaos. I don't know, Chief. I don't know. I'm just so done with this game because, yeah. At this point, by the way, I should probably note that, yeah, S-Code has kind of fallen off more than a little bit. We should be using other stuff, really. Like, I think C-Code is starting to get good. Unfortunately, the big chip that I would want for C-Code is kind of hidden behind a good chunk of the post-game. And we still took a hit because that attack is that fast. Alright, now let's enjoy some cutscenes. Yeah, he's throwing more balls at us because, yeah, easy jokes. Yeah, how well did that work out for you before, Regal? It's just not a thing. Oh, I see. Lan actually had a plan this time. That's kind of a shock. And all Lan has to do is call out his name. What, you mean it's everybody? And yep, here he is, just sort of a naked-looking child. And yet, there we go. We sealed Nebula Gray into a weird egg. Hurry up and shoot it. Oh, nope. Oh, he's making Bill the Cat noises. Oh, hey! Not Rip Mega Man. Wow. Give him a real gun. No, everybody's just going to give all of their soul energy to Mega Man. And hooray! Time for the, like, once-in-a-game instance of the Mega Buster destroying something in a cutscene. As Beryl has the cojones to walk up to this while it's exploding. Yep. You should have perhaps considered not building your base literally in the crater of an active volcano, you dumbass. But, I digress. Yeah, no kidding. All right, everybody, we've got to absolutely book it because, yeah. Are you out of your fucking mind, dude? Yuichiro, you're gonna die for this, you know? Because Beryl said we had 10 minutes and then said it was gonna be less time than that. So, I guess this will be the longest 10 minutes in all of video game history. I mean, no, that's what hope passed down for the generations actually is, not this stupid nonsense thing that barely makes any sense, even in the confines of, like, sci-fi fantasy stuff. You know, this is probably the goofiest game in the entire franchise, which is really saying a lot from a plot perspective. Unfortunately, Yuichiro, you would know that Hope rides alone if anybody decent in charge of writing was in the Mega Man, you know, in the actual Mega Man franchise. But I digress. Well, he died. God, can you imagine how sweaty this man is right now? In that fucking coat? He sweat so hard that the word I disappeared from his sentence. Well, you should know by this point that Dr. Wily is just kind of an absolute loose cannon. This man will do whatever. Somehow the fact that Regal didn't notice this function anywhere to overload it is kind of a shock, but yeah. Also, shoutouts to to Wily just walking up here while just carrying his cane in his hand. He doesn't need that for walking. He just uses it because he's cool. Yeah, well, Beryl, it's time for you to cart these bodies out in, like, the fastest 10 minutes that there possibly could be. Yeah, I bet he got the absolute shit thrashed out of him. He was being tortured pretty extensively for a while there. Excuse me. Yeah, we've done it, everybody. Wow, you've done it! Nebula's leader, Dr. Regal, no longer walks this earth. Exacter words have never been said, sir. Hixby, you don't even work here, don't worry. Oh, there he is again for some reason. Yeah, see, there you go. He even calls it out. Uh-oh. I yanked my headphones by accident. Oh, God. So I'm not going to hear the rest of this sound here, so that's unfortunate. Oh, well. Oh, shit, you guys can't hear the rest of this sound either. So, give me, like, a minute and a half here to fix this. Alright, yeah, sorry about that. This is why you should be a little bit careful about what you fumble with at your desk in the middle of a stream, because apparently that can happen. I would be a little bit concerned as well, Lan, but, you know, his brain was blank, but apparently his talents were retained, so, yeah. Yeah, what does real life constitute for you, Dusk? Hey, yeah, that's right. Dingo is from the same tribe as Raoul, because I assumed that the native Netopians are only one tribe, because, hey, poor understanding of things. Oh, just keep dreaming, buddy. Yeah, that's the way it goes, man. Oh, wrong version of the word works. Just barrel. Oh, fair enough, sir. Sir, don't be a smartass. Come on. This is an 11-year-old child. Oh, hey, it's these guys who just showed up for whatever reason. Of course, by this point, I'm pretty sure basically everybody knows about a lot of this stuff anyway because of, hey, yeah, Soul Link. Yeah, you know what, Mega Man? You truly do need a vacation. And that is the main story of Mega Man Battle Network 5. This game is total nonsense on basically every level. The story especially is, like, incredibly nonsensical, but I do at least give it some credit for having the Weibos to be a complete load of fucking nonsense. You know, at the very least, they were like, hey, yeah, we're gonna make a story that's complete, you know, completely silly and more than a little bit doesn't really add up super well. In that regard, there is also some, like, consistency of tone that I have to give to it that is lacking from, say, Battle Network 4. The gameplay is a huge mixed bag, and balance has gone right out the window with this game, by the way, in case you haven't noticed for some reason. But, you know, I think this would have been acceptable if very tiring, because it's so lengthy in the first place, if it were not for that fucking 100 Samurai mission, which probably would have been fine too if they had programmed it to work properly. I'm still not over it. Probably like a month later, I'm pretty sure it's been. It's been quite a while. And several of the enemies are a little bit, like, really badly balanced. But we've seen that already. The bosses were not too bad. Good mixed bag. Some actual difficulty to be found in there. They've stepped things up with a couple of them, I feel like. I feel like Number Man is kind of an actual thing at times, which is a shock. Toadman, they gave Toadman a better orchestrated gimmick than what he had in BN2, where he was just, like, really one of the dumbest fights in the entire game. Yeah. Also, you can definitely see very clearly the cases where this game, having had a different cast, causes things to make more sense. And of course, if you were playing Team Proto Man, you'd see cases where the opposite was true. Ah, that felt good. That's right, check out this sepia tone. Uh-oh. I'm sure you guys don't have to worry about anything. Eh. Oh, it's just the dog. The dog who knocks Mega Man over again. Mega Man has a strong weakness to dogs, and to be fair, I think I get it. What if Gutsman came back in Battle Network 6 and he just hucked a dog at us? That would be really funny to me, as, like, just a bit of plot continuity. Yeah, it is quite rough. Yeah, see, they're coming in with a real message here at the very, very end. Or something. Yep, that Dr. Light, he was a good man. And that is one ugly as fuck dog. Alright, folks. Yeah, sorry about that little bit of technical issue at the very end there. Thank you all for watching. As I alluded to earlier, we will be taking a bit of a break from Battle Network 5 for our Monday and Wednesday game, and we'll be finding something else a little bit different to play. Maybe something that'll make me want to come back to this a little bit faster or whatever. But I'm sure that all of you folks want to see something that's not just another RPG for once. And yeah, we'll try to do that, I guess. But for now,